Yeah, hi guys at Honor Grind. This is our first interview, and I'd like to introduce you to a veteran that's doing some fascinating things up in Silicon Valley, Steve Weiner. Steve, pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you too.
Would you tell me a little bit about your nonprofit and how you're helping veterans?
Yeah, certainly. So I got out of the military almost 2 years ago as a submarine officer for 6 years, and I found that when I was making my transition, it was a lot of tribal knowledge, or you got to get lucky on who you're gonna be able to talk to and network with, and maybe you get a mentor or something like that who can kind of help you guide your path. But it just really felt like there should have been more resources where I could figure things out on my own.
Sure.
And leverage just the experiences and opportunities that other people had before me. So that's why we started Vet Tech Trek, which is a nonprofit organization that provides resources and opportunities to vets who are leaving the military or who are thinking about leaving the military.
Yeah.
So the way we do that is through a couple of different ways. We do experiential recruiting trips to tech companies like Google, Uber, Twitter, Facebook, and basically these companies open their doors to vets, about 20 or 25 on each trip, and basically show them what it's like to work at these companies. And then we also do virtual treks where we record short duration trips to companies, and we'll go visit about a dozen companies in 2 hours, and then we broadcast that to everybody online. And then the last thing that we're doing is we're actively involved in policy work with Congress to affect change for the GI Bill, and apply it for coding academies and be able to use that money for starting your own business.
Wow. Thank you for what you do, Steve. It's amazing. If you were to give one piece of advice to a veteran who maybe he's thinking about getting out, or maybe he's got a few months before he makes the actual transition, and there's a lot of anxiety, as you know, what would be one piece of advice you might give a guy like that?
I just think having the conversation early is something that we just don't do well in the military. We don't have a culture of talent management and being able to openly speak about your career, whether that be in the military or outside the military. So having the conversation early really helps because it does take time. It's a process. We have complicated lives when we decide to leave the military. So I think the first thing to do is kind of move that decision to the left on the calendar a little bit earlier than most people do, if you have the luxury of doing so. And then just start reaching out to folks who have made that transition recently, because there are a lot of resources out there. But the truth is, you won't know about it unless you ask. And what we're trying to do is make that a lot easier for folks. But in the interim, just reach out to somebody who you think might have had a good transition, or even someone who maybe they didn't, and ask them, what they did or what they would have done differently.
Fantastic. For guys that are interested in the tech industry, where can they go to find out more information about your company?
So the website is vettechtrek.com, VETTECHTREK.com. Also on Twitter. Medium is where we have our blog, and you can read a whole bunch of stories that people have posted about their transition and advice that they have, and just recaps of our events and other things that we have going on.
Fantastic. Steve, thanks for your interview.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of tonight's event, and look forward to hanging out again.
Yeah, thanks much.
All right.